Allahi wa barakatuhum. Welcome back children for the class 9th standard, and today we are going to study the topic in political science judicial system. This is part 2. And here children, before taking the topic I want to give some information. That is, this is a revised syllabus for 2020 and 21. Subordinate code, revenue code and people's code. These three topics, subtopics will be as activity. I'll let you know the date when to be done. So you are going to study in this topic about the Supreme Court, functions and powers, and High Court, functions and powers. Okay? Let us study the system in the sense here. It is a system of court that interprets and applies law to legal cases. In olden days, how the people were getting the justice? We had the kingdom, we had the king system where the king play a vital role. He is a person to give the justice for the people. And before that, the society people, the tribal people, where they also gave an head person to give and justice for the people here. So it is a continuation. And later the British people ruled over India. After the British, we received independence, and after receiving independence, we had the establishment of courts, that is Supreme Court, High Court, and subordinate, that is to the district court. So we will study this topic. So in as we see to the entire, each and every nation is having their own justice system, that is in form of court system. American judicial system where they have the separate court, and both in India, also we have the central and state system here. And this judiciary, that is after gaining independence, when we speak about the independence of the guidance, that is the legislature and executive. So we have the three organs of the government, that is legislature, executive and judiciary. Legislature, what it is, it consists of parliament, upper house, lower house. And executive, where we have the members of the parliament here, like in a sense here, India is ruled by the prime minister, president, council of minister, cabinet minister, governor, chief. India is governed by Prime Minister, President, Governor, Chief Minister, that is to the states, Cabinet Minister, Council of Minister, that comes under Executive. And then Judiciary. Judiciary is nothing but Supreme Court, maintenance of law and order. So we are going to study the first one, that is called Supreme Court. High Court, District Court. These are the two main important court here. Under which court it comes? It functions under Supreme Court. Okay, yeah children, which is the highest court of law? That is Supreme Court. Supreme Court is the highest court of law. And where do the final judgment take place? The final judgment take place in Supreme Court. Do we have leaving the Supreme Court any other court? No. So we have International Court of Justice, but leaving India, we can't move there. So we are staying in India. So let us study about Supreme Court, High Court, and under High Court, what are the subordinate courts contain. So now let us study about the first Supreme Court. This Supreme Court came into existence by an Act of Parliament on January 28, 1950. This is before independence or after independence? Can you just give thinking to the date and year? Yes, that is January 28. After receiving Republic Day, India declared Republic Day on 26 January 1950. After one day, the establishment of Supreme Court began in India. That is where this located Supreme Court. It is situated in New Delhi. And to take care of this Supreme Court, who is the person to manage and who is the person to give the justice? That is judge. Judge is the main important person for the Supreme Court. He is also called Chief Justice of India. Who appoints for this Chief Justice? President of India. President of India appoints the Chief Justice of Supreme Court and other judges of Supreme Court. So President play an important role to appoint the judges of India. And what are the qualifications we require for the judge to be for the Supreme Court here? And how many judges are present in Supreme Court? 31 judges are appointed by President of India, that is in Supreme Court. And today to the Supreme Court, the present Chief Justice, he is 47th member to be the Chief Justice of India. The present Chief Justice of India for Supreme Court, Sharad Arvind Bobde. He is the present Chief Justice of Supreme Court, 47th member of the Judge of Supreme Court. So now, what are the qualifications required to be the Judge of Supreme Court? He should be the citizen of India, yes. Whatever it is, he want to be the member of parliament, he want to be the member of MLC. So a person should be a member of, he should be a citizen of India. And he should have served as a High Court judge for at least 5 years. Means, as he want to be the Chief Justice of Supreme Court, he should work in High Court for at least 5 years as an advocate of High Court, at least for 10 years, and then a distinguished jurist as per the President opinion. So the President decide whom to be selected as a Chief Justice of India. What is the retirement age for the Chief Justice for Supreme Court? That is 65 years. And if he is not able to continue for 65 years, he can resign the job from Chief Justice also. It is his decision. And next, what are the duties of the judge here? The judge are found guilty while discharging the duties, and here they can be removed from the office by the President on a recommendation from both the houses with a specified majority. In the sense here, if the Chief Justice is not recommending his work properly, so here the President is having a power to remove the Judge of Supreme Court and new can be appointed. And after the resignation or retirement, a judge can practice. So here, after completing his 65 years, he is retired, completed the whole tenure. So he can continue his job as an advocate in any other court. And the salary, allowances, all this is decided by President of India, that's in Parliament. Now what are the functions and powers of the Supreme Court? There are 3 powers. One is called original power. Functions and powers of Supreme Court. There are 3. Number 1 called original power, appellate power and advisory power. What is this original power? Original power means the dispute between the union and the state. Means here, if there is any problem, to resolve the problem. So here, the state will be responsible to clarify that. Like we have recently, long back, the dispute between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. That is water dispute. And what was the final decision? To leave the water for Tamil Nadu. So what happens here? So they had to oblige to the rule of Supreme Court. So that will be done by the Judge of Supreme Court. And also safeguarding the fundamental rights of citizens. So we have 6 fundamental rights: right for education, exploitation. So all this, safety of a person. Like what are the articles say to the fundamental rights? So that is the right of citizens. And also interpreting the provisions of the Constitution and passing on writ is nothing but petitions. Appellate power. A citizen may file a case in imagine a person, 2 individuals are having a problem of the property here. So the case taken place in High Court. So they are not satisfied to the last judgment. So what they can do? They have a power, they have a right, they can afford it to Supreme Court. And what the Supreme Court give the decision, they have to agree with that decision. So here, that is the Supreme Court. From people are having a right from lower court to higher court, they can move. The Supreme Court may sometimes it may accept and it may not accept the issue. Whatever the judgment given by the Supreme Court relating to any matter, a citizen should oblige to that. And all the directions of the citizens to the appeal. So no way leaving the Supreme Court a person can appeal to any other court. So we don't have any other court leaving Supreme Court. The next power comes here, advisory power. What